Wouldn't even believe. But there's one problem, and I'm going to say this as a representative not of any group, but of myself, because I see this. Obama does not have the numbers to win. He knows that. In 2008, he had white guilt on his side. There were white people that voted for him to prove they weren't racist, and there were white people that stayed home because they couldn't dare to vote, against him. They didn't want to vote for McCain. They didn't, they were like, that's not my guy, that's not my choice. We cannot afford to do that this year. I hear too many people going, I don't like Obama, but I can't vote for Romney. I said, don't vote for Romney, vote for America. Think about it. I don't like, so-and-so, but I love America. And if they don't get that, they don't understand the fundamental difference of what makes you guys the ones that are out here today while they're sitting at home. But we've got to reach out to those people, and that's one of the things that I've been going around the country trying to get people to understand. We don't have a choice. They're going to win by hook or crook. Next slide. Now, one more. Now, keep going. And one more. So this was actually meant for a larger class. I mean for a longer class. Bear with me. And keep going. Okay, these are the books I tell you guys to get. It's John Fonn's books. He's got these broadside books, and then he's got the big book. Everything you need to know, John Fonn has put it together. He was one of the few people that was out there talking about this when no one else was. He was the first person to interview me when I testified in court against Acorn in 2008, and they submitted the Obama donor list as evidence. None of the other people, there was major outlets there that day, and once they realized that this was for real, none of them covered the story. They had the Obama donor list in evidence, in court of law. It was sworn testimony, and no one would touch it but John Fonn. And he's best because he'd been out there covering this trail of Acorn and Project Vote and connecting the dots for you guys. Another book that's not up here you might want to look at is Michelle Malkin's Culture of Corruption. Back before, they were talking about the fact that she wrote this 6 months into his term, but she's been dead right about everything. Everything has played out exactly like she said it was going to. Keep going. Alright, just let me go over this one quickly with you guys. Now I'm pretty sure you heard about this. You got Missouri Acorn workers indicted. Next slide. And this is what happens when you see this. Can you read those headlines there? This is what happens. You get the New York Times, you get the Washington Post, you get all of these different groups. The cost of the GOP myth. They come out, one story from a blog, from Gateway Pundit, who's a blogger, elicits all of this. This is what happens because they didn't want to talk about Acorn. They didn't want to talk about the corruption. James O'Keefe did a really good job last night showing you how that works. It works all the time because they have the big boys playing on their side. All we have are the bloggers who are sticking their necks out there. I have a lot of love and respect for James O'Keefe and Andrew Breitbart because they're the only people that are willing to stick their necks out there. We need people that are bold, that have the cojones to go out there and do these things. And guys, let me tell you what I've learned since becoming a conservative. I love you guys, but I have one problem with you, and I'm going to be honest about it right here and today. What happens is we see James O'Keefe out there in a boat